Hi, I'm Rebecca Gordon.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Gordon.
Oh my God, and I'm Rebecca Gordon too. We're triplets. And on this edition of Weekly Wednesday Wrap-Up, we're gonna cover...
Okay, do it again. I'll just be Sylvia Gordon this time.
Be me. It's really fun being me.
I like to be younger and more vibrant. I like to be
a lot
more
younger,
much more
so
likable. I want to be you. In this episode, what are we talking about?
A whole bunch of great stuff.
We're talking about AHIP versus NAHU.
AHIP versus NAHU.
Agent choices, how to get certified. We're talking about when are the certifications opening.
Some good
changes,
compliance stuff.
Boom. Stay tuned for this episode. It's fantastic.
Okay.
And we're back.
And we're back. Hi.
So-
Nice to see you, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Rebecca?
I'm a little vain because I'm younger and I tried.
Whatever. I am so not vain. I can't help it. People think I'm beautiful.
Because she has such big blue eyes. Okay, AHIP versus NAHU. One of the things that I really had on my wish list from last year was to get NAHU to build their own certification test.
I know.
One, so we can have a better test, more relevant, more helpful to the agents. Two, so that revenue comes in to our organization, which helps advance the causes for agents instead of going to the carrier, the industry side, which is AHIP. Well, NAHU worked really hard on it. The Medicare Council worked really hard on it. I'm going to call out Mike Smith at the brokerage,
Holla.
Dwayne McFerrin at Senior Market Sales, Farron Bear, who's the project manager at NAHU.
Thank you.
Worked very hard to get this where it is, but it's not quite ready yet.
Yeah.
So I've had agents say, hey, I registered for it. If you go to NAHU's website, you can register. So they'll send you when it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
And when that state approves the CE,
That's right, because you're getting CE with it this time.
yeah, you get like 6 hours of CE for the same money.
Which is awesome.
So that's another value that makes it your choice.
Better for the agent.
But we don't have all the carriers signed on yet. Why not?
Because you're not ready?
No, we're ready. It's ready, it's done. It's just the carriers have a approval process and they do things months in advance.
They need to have this given to them like in
They
February.
drag their feet and the left hand doesn't talk to the right.
But I'll say, for some of our carriers, they're very willing and they were, I think the stars just didn't hit for this year, and next year it'll be rolling.
So I don't want to say it's not ready, because it is in many states, and many carriers have accepted it,
but it's not everybody.
It's not where we want it to be yet. So in most cases, agents that are needing to certify with a variety of carriers will have to use AHIP. If you only do one or two carriers and it's on NAHU, we strongly recommend you use the NAHU one. But by next year, we should have this to be able to roll out so that we can capture the business on the agent side, on our NAHU site, okay? How about certifications? When did they open?
Certifications opened, we had some open last week, June 22nd.
June 20.
Oh, here's my whole list.
No,
AHIP opened June 22nd. CERTs, UHC 629, Humana 630.
Anthem.
Oh, and Anthem. And July 1, we have Aetna. And WellCare is July 7th.
So everything's opening up now. And every year we get people that say, oh, it's way too early, got plenty of time. And every year we have people that sell plans they're not certified for. And then they're mad and they try to shake the marketer and say, just pay me.
Right.
The policy got issued, just pay me. We're not getting paid, so we're not going to pay you. We're not getting paid.
So
the carrier's not going to pay anybody if you're not certified.
Let it be known that on this date today, we mentioned these dates.
We told you.
Get it done.
And we asked you not to procrastinate. Get it done.
Get it done.
Certify and check your agents if you have a downline of agents.
God, yes.
Check them, because the best agents mess this up.
Yeah.
The oldest agents, the biggest block of business.
And all the plans.
Year after year after year.
All the plans.
Boom. How about flattery?
So, because my sister, she always tells me when she steals something that I have done. I won't, like clothes. I'll buy something. Next I know, she wears the exact same thing.
She has way better taste in clothes.
And then she always says flattery, or no, she always says...
Flattery is the highest form of...
Imitation.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
That's what she always says.
Thank you, producer.
So I'm always like, what the heck? That's such... But then guess what? We have some admirers out in the market who love our content.
Yes, so we have people that are watching our videos that badmouth us in the market.
They don't even work with us anymore.
Talk
Oh, not nice.
Ooh, you can bleep out
Bleep.
the S word.
Don't let Mom
But
hear
then
that.
they write down verbatim what we're saying on the Wednesday wrap up and send that newsletter out to their agents. So you
Thanks.
know who you are. We do a lot of work here
my
for
God.
you to rip it off. That's okay.
Yeah, don't
that's
do that.
fine. It's not really.
Or send us some money.
Yeah. Do your own thing. Do your own research. But if you want to steal it,
Be
whatever. We know who you are. Okay. We know who you are.
All right, so
I wanted to talk a little bit about compliance. We're getting a lot of compliance
Yep.
issues on a certain plan. That carrier does not want us to say their name.
I'm not gonna do it.
But that carrier has a dental benefit in their Medicare Advantage plan that is a reimbursement plan, and the member
Yeah.
does not realize it's a reimbursement plan. So we're getting a lot of complaints that roll up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because you are not doing a good job of explaining they will pay at point of sale for their dental benefit. They will collect their bill, submit it for reimbursement.
Yeah.
So call us if you're confused if it might be the carrier that you're working with. Ask your marketer. Ask us in the comments below. We're not allowed to say their name, but we are hearing a lot of calls on that.
You know, how many plans within the Medicare Advantage family do we have where they have reimbursements like this? It's not very common.
You know, it's not very common.
So
That's why
it's-
agents are missing
yeah.
it. And it's hard to be an agent and sell so many different
For
carriers.
sure.
And then they change with Med Advantage every year.
I mean, if you go and you have a service done and they say that's $180 and everything else has always been like $30, $40, I mean, you can see how someone gets fired up like, whoa, 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 whoa. I love reimbursement plans, schedule benefit plans, but you got to really,
as far as compliance,
really understand it.
another question I get quite frequently is, hey, can you approve this name? I want to get incorporated, or I want to build this website or buy this domain. Can I use Medicare something something? And so a lot of people say, I heard you can't use Medicare at all. Is that correct?
No, you just can't use it if it's going to make somebody think that you are an official arm of CMS.
HHS, so the federal
HHS,
government.
something
So you can
official.
make sure your website does have disclaimers on, and I see that a lot. Most agents don't have a disclaimer. Go look at other people and copy their disclaimer, but it needs to say this is for, not for the general public, this, unless is for the general public, but if yours is just for recruiting agents,
Right.
or it's your agent site that it says it's only for agents, or,
It's all that little tiny
hire an
print.
attorney to give you the correct disclaimer, or copy a good one from somebody that already hired an attorney to do the disclaimer.
Because that's the highest form of flattery.
Flattery is to copy other
Copy
people.
somebody.
But the use of Medicare is allowed. Now, this can be more stringent how you name your corporation and your website in certain states, such as California.
It's our unique state.
Yeah. Well, you might have to have it. You might do business differently in California.
Can we pull up my enrollment tool tip for the day?
Boom. Well, since I did that, let's just talk about household discounts.
Household discounts.
So everybody was all excited. The CVS MedSup product through Ascendo had a 14% household discount.
Huge.
Cigna just came out and said, boom, we got a
15.
15% household discount.
One
Make
extra
sure when you
point.
go to our quote engine, you are clicking the box to trigger the household discounts, to look at that. It might not be possible to write both spouses right now, but it's something to have that discussion with them now and say, and when your wife ages in, because typically the wife is younger, I'm not being sexist here. When your wife ages in, it might be something that we look at giving you both the same plan and you could reap this benefit. Ba-dum-bum. Think about household discount.
Think about it. My
Your tip
enrollment
of the
tool.
day.
My tip of the day. So when you go to my enrollment tool, remember last week we said your NPN, we went over what the password is, Gordon 2020 exclamation point.
G is capitalized, the rest lowercase.
G is capitalized. Send quick quote. So what I like about this tool, it's super user friendly, very easy to play with. So all you're gonna do is enter your zip code. We're gonna use 46062 and you're gonna hit submit. And what's great about this is it's going to bring up all the plans available in that zip code. And one thing I wanna point out to you is we really have 4 different tabs that you can play with. The Medicare Advantage and drug plans right here. We have just drug plans, we have Medicare Advantage plans, and then we have Med Subs. So what I love about it is it's gonna break down the premium, the total cost. So if I want to send a quote, I can to my client. If I want to view the details, I can. Or I can go right into enrollment. So that's your tip today from my enrollment tool. Make sure you're playing with this, folks. I did read a statistics not too long ago that these universal platforms on average will increase production by 30%.
So, now is the time where people have the slowest time of year And instead of doing cleanup that you never have time to do the rest of the year, people chill out. Not to say that you don't deserve some chill time because you work so hard during AEP, but take advantage of the slower time of year to clean up your database, to build a database. I would still say the majority of agents don't have a CRM. Ask us if you need one, if you need help, recommendations, or setup. There's a variety of good ones at all different prices, but you need to have that data. You need to be able to mine and manipulate your own data just like the carriers do, and by and large, most agents don't. And then you need to be able to contact your clients when you don't need anything. That's the best retention thing, is that you don't always just call them, I need to change plans, I need to sell you something. Call them and say, how's it going?
It's just like calling your mom or dad.
Yeah, what's going on?
What are you doing?
Give them a little advice, give them a little, let you know what's happening, let you know whatever, answer some of their COVID fears. But take the time and call your clients. And it's always easy at the end of the call to say, I appreciate you working with me. Do you know anybody that's getting ready to retire or turn 65? It's a great way to get some referrals. And a lot of people right now have a dry pipeline.
Yep.
So take advantage of June and July where things are slow, when you're avoiding and you're procrastinating to
get your certifications done.
They're procrastinating on their certs.
Get those done.
And they're complaining about their pipes being dry because of COVID. And just reach out and call every single client, past clients, and just do some goodwill outreach. And another thing that I recommend that you do, especially if you're established enough where you have 100 or more clients, is to have a client appreciation. Now, I simply say a lunch or a breakfast or an hors d'oeuvre because dinner gets expensive.
Yeah.
Have something where and if you need help, we can give you some topics to talk about. But basically, you're just thanking them for their business, asking them to invite a friend, giving them a little bit of info, and giving them breakfast or lunch. People love it, and you're not.
It's not high pressure.
Yeah, you're not trying to sell them anything at this point. So that's a great way to build retention, and that's one thing invariably agents don't do a good job of. They're good at putting the business on and hoping it sticks, but they don't have time to go back. So right now when it's slow, think about that. Thank you for joining us this week.
Good selling, folks. See you next week.
See you next week.